Number 1, Survivor 42 is part of the back-to-back seasons to kick off the new era as dubbed by the hosts of Survivor. And with that, we saw back-to-back seasons where the matters of racial justice was very important to the cast and to the show's storytelling. It led to a very divisive season 41, and the backlash against 41 by the general audience led to a, in my opinion, re-edit of 42. That re-edit assumption by me is based on how drastically different the storytelling is, considering the same exact people filmed and produced both seasons within mere weeks of each other, and yet that re-edit is the only way to look at how safe the storytelling was of 42, considering it was filmed and produced back to back with 41, and yet it seems to try and edit away from things they know the general audience won't want to see. Sand down the edges, if you will. All that to say, there is one moment in 42 that the show could not re-edit or change in post. They were stuck with what happened and instead spent 14 of 42 minutes of episode 9 trying to show what they could to hopefully make us all feel okay about it. So come the merge of Survivor 42, Chanel and Roxroy are the very first people voted out of the post-merge game, and while Chanel was fine, apparently Roxroy was the breaking point for a few people. You see, Drea is the target at this tribal council, but after seeing Roxroy on the jury bench, minds have been changed.
Look, Chanel goes out, okay, that's fine, that's one thing. Roxroy goes out, that's another person. I write Drea's name out, that's 3 black people in a row, okay? If I write Drea's name right now, that means that I'm a part of a perpetuating problem. So
it's like the same thing over and over
again and again and again. I can't do it. So like, we can figure something else out, but I morally cannot write her name down.
I knew it was coming from me, so that's slick.
Now, from what I can tell, Tori and Lindsay seem supportive and Jonathan is confused because to him, it seems like they're saying that targeting Drea or Marianne tonight would be racist after Drea just helped vote out Chanel in the last episode, and the storytelling supports what he is saying, as nothing at all has supported that Chanel or Roxroy being voted out has anything to do with race. Not that race isn't a factor, it's just not been expressed to us in the story. It is then explained that it is not explicitly racist, but the decision to vote out 3 black players in a row would be subconscious bias that Marianne says is not easily seen. Now, nothing like this has been brought up prior to the season, and it disappears from the storytelling in the very next episode. But Marianne and Drea both say we are playing our idols to prove that we are safe, not because of the topic of race, but because we're playing a good game.
My biggest fear was that I would see some sort of injustice and I would sit down and do nothing. And like, I'm not saying that it's an injustice for Chanel and Roxroy to be voted out because like, I don't know the full story. But if I let that pattern continue, that's an injustice for me and my experience as a black woman. Yes, we all technically have a 1 in 18 shot for the million, but because we all come with our burdens and we all come with our privileges, that 1 in 18 might be bigger or smaller for some people, and that sucks.
Good job, guys.
Good job, bro.
I can settle this quickly. These are both hidden immunity idols. Drea's not going home. Marianne is not going home.
So now, Tori and Lindsay are the only ones eligible to be voted out, and in a weird set of circumstances, the vote is verbal, something we have not seen since the infamous Varner vote in Game Changers. Everyone says out loud, yeah, we're voting you out, Tori. So Tori says, I guess I'm gonna play my shot in the dark then. So she does, and as it turns out,
Tori, you are not safe. Tori, the tribe has spoken.
This situation was not brought up prior in the season, and it won't be addressed at all later. As I said before, this season feels like it got a massive re-edit after 41 because if this happened in 41, it would have been talked about afterwards. Here though, this incident is 100% isolated to this tribal council, never to be spoken of again on this season. Number 2, jumping back to season 21 Nicaragua, it is the day after Holly was left out of the Wendy vote. I mean, she voted for Wendy, sure, like she knew they were voting out Wendy, but she didn't want to. And as an act of revenge, she dumps out her tribe's pot of snails that they hand collected and then takes Dan Lembo's super expensive shoes, which I am unsure why he even brought them on Survivor, but whatever. And that's when Holly makes a bold move.
The New York City boy, Danny, he doesn't like sand on him. So let's just fill his shoes up and then put them somewhere. Make sure they're tied. I've been too nice up to this point, but the game has just begun.
My alligator shoes are missing.
Are they expensive?
$1,600.
What, for a pair of shoes?
Yeah.
I took your shoes out of your bag, filled them with sand, and I put them in the water.
She stole my shoes. She stole my shoes. She stole them. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. If she were a guy, I would have knocked her right out.
Holly keeps getting stranger and stranger. And every time she speaks, it becomes more evident that she's crazy. So I'm gonna keep one eye on her and one eye on my shoes.
I want to leave this game with honesty and integrity.
I can't trust her. I don't know how they can, but she's not going to get any forgiveness from me.
Dude, it's only episode 2 and she's already going nuts. She has to be gone next, right? Well, believe it or not, come the very next tribal council they attend, Holly is not voted off. Nope. Her tribe saw what she did and said, no way, no how. Instead, they vote off Super Bowl winning coach Jimmy Johnson. Whoa. Do you want to tell me what videos I should make? Well, the patrons on Patreon pick 3 to 8 videos for me to make every month, and you can too. You also get to watch everything I make up to 7 months early and join our Survivor Fantasy League. If you're interested, then there's a link in the description. Thank you for your support. Now with that, number 3, season 20 Heroes vs. Villains features the return of Boston Rob, who played such a cutthroat game on All Stars that I always wondered how he could follow that up. Sure, he came 1 vote shy of winning, so I guess he could come back and win, but he did marry the woman who won All Stars, so it's kind of like he won, right? But all that aside, Jeff Probst clearly has a man crush on the guy, which is why Boston Rob seems to be asked back for every single Survivor season that they can ask him for. If you think I am joking, as of the time of this video, he has agreed to be on 6 seasons of Survivor and was asked back for 50 and turned it down. No one else has been on 7 times. Not even close. But Jeff always makes an exception for his boy Rob. Why? Well, maybe it's his drive to win.
Hey, Rob, talk to me. Your head hurts?
Yeah.
Hey, what do you want me to do?
Help.
You got the medical team here now? We're gonna see how you are.
The funny thing about being unconscious is you don't remember anything. I remember I was feeling really sick and I thought I had to sit down. And the next thing I remember, there was a doctor or somebody was talking and I heard Jeff Probst talking.
You look a lot better right now.
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
It's getting the best of me. And I love and respect it too much. I'm gonna win this game, dude. Watch this.
The acting is so bad. Rob is hamming up his heat exhaustion so much for the show that I can't watch the scene with a straight face ever. But this is why Jeff loves Rob. He knows what makes for good TV, even if it's just really cringe. Number 4, jumping forward to season 26, Kara Moen, Eric Reichenbach is back after giving away immunity to Natalie, where he was voted out in 5th place. And boy, oh boy, has the show not shut up about this event since it happened. Can you blame Eric for playing such a safe game when he returns after being ridiculed on and off again for 5 years straight by the show and by the fans? Anyways, he just survived the final 6 tribal council, and as they are leaving to go back to camp,
Your hair? What's going on?
My head is killing me and spinning.
What's going on, Eric? You guys just left tribal a few minutes ago.
Right. In the middle of tribal, I started to spin and I didn't even notice it until it was like halfway through.
I'm concerned that he's in a starvation state. I'm concerned that he's been pushing his body so hard and his body compensates, that's what they do. But they reach a certain point where they can't compensate anymore. The fact that he's been dizzy and is almost passed out makes me think there's not enough blood going to his head. His pulse is very slow here, that's concerning. I understand the risks and rewards of this game, but in this case, no, you're not going.
Dr. Joe, you've officially pulled Eric from the game. Brother, after 36 days and your second time playing, your second time, you're not going to finish this one either.
Eric is out at 5 again. Oh my gosh. By hook or by crook, he cannot make it to Final 4 worth his life. In this case, almost literally. Number 5, season 34 Game Changers is a mess. JT and Malcolm are close. They have made an alliance and they want Sandra gone. She's a 2-time winner. Well, more specifically, JT wants Sandra gone. Malcolm is just JT's buddy. Jeff then says at the immunity challenge that we have a twist you have never heard of. 2 of the 3 tribes are going to travel together to vote off one person. Oh, wow. But considering the video topic, oh no. JT and Malcolm get their tribe the lead, but Varner blows it. Thanks, Varner. Back at camp, JT talks in a way I haven't heard since that time on Heroes vs. Villains when he gave his immunity to Russell Hantz in a big swing that resulted in him being voted out.
Who do you think Brad will target over here?
The most trustworthy relationship I have on the Mono tribe is Brad Culpepper. If I was a betting man, Brad's over there now saying, all our votes are going to Sandra. I could be a swing vote and vote Sandra. But that's a big risk. I could just simply go with majority and vote Sierra or Ty. But, you know, I'd much rather see Sandra go. If I wanted to, I could definitely change the course of this game big time. Get a little jacked up.
Does JT have a death wish? It's episode 3, and if Sandra goes, that means that JT would be the last winner remaining on the season, which would put a massive target on his back. His tribe plans to vote out Sierra, so at Tribal Council, JT swings for the fences by standing up and going over and telling Culpepper his plan. No one, by the way, has ever been allowed to stand up at Tribal and do this before. In the past, when somebody even asked to do this, Jeff says no, but in this case, I guess it's okay. So they all vote, and...
Jeff, I think I'm going to give it to Pretty Lady. Here you are.
Thanks, Sierra.
Thank you.
Any votes cast for Sierra will not count. Sierra does 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 not count. Malcolm. Malcolm. That's 2 votes, Malcolm. 4th person voted out of Survivor Game Changers. Malcolm. Malcolm, tribe has spoken.
JT screwed Malcolm's game so hard. Dang. So what mind-blowing moments in Survivor history should make it into the next video? Comment below and let me know. Thanks for watching, and doubly thanks for liking and subscribing. I'll see you all next time.